Welcome, Libra, to your December 2024 reading, and thank you for tuning in to my channel. And Merry Christmas, Libra. Can you believe we've come to the end of another year? It is so time is going so fast these days. I say that every year, but it just is. Now, apologies for this being a little late. It's not as late as I have been, but I still haven't been able to get these out on time. But my readings, as I always say, are timeless. Now, for those of you that have been waiting for your free mini readings, I have done a chunk of those. So check out your notifications to see if you're one of the people whose video I have done. If you are still waiting, please know that I will absolutely get to you. I just, like I've been saying, was just overrun with requests, and I just haven't been able to keep up with them due to things happening in my life as well. I'll just fix my camera up there, apologies. Now, I'm not offering free mini readings anymore, but if you would like a mini reading, you can leave a donation, put a comment in the comments section with your question or with a, something you'd like me to focus on while I shuffle. I will film your video just like I do every month, and I will leave a link to your video in response to your question. So you'll be able to click on it and your personal reading will be there. But let's get into this month's reading. Now, I'm using the Arthurian Tarot deck, and you'll notice that some of the names of the cards are a little different. So I'll tell you the names of the traditional cards as we go through. Now, it's interesting. You have the King and the Queen of Pentacles here. Now, this is really interesting. Virgo had the King and the Queen of Pentacles, I think, as well, or the King and the Queen of Swords. I'm not sure. I think it was. And I would normally read the Queen of Stones, which is Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles as a Virgo. So you may have a significant Virgo in your life. And the King of Pentacles, I would normally read as a Taurus, but both of these can be any earth sign. So Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo here. But the Queen of Pentacles, if these don't represent people in your life, and I do see a few people here as well. You've got an Aquarius or another air sign like yourself, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. And you also have a fire sign here, so a Sagittarius, Aries, or a Leo. People that are younger than you potentially. Could be your kids. But there are people here around you that... and that is understandable because it is coming up to Christmas, and we do often get together with people and have emotional times. But if these aren't people, what these court cards talk about are you taking on a lot of the characteristics of these court cards. So the Queen of Pentacles is someone who is just great at doing everything. They can organize things, they are stable, they are strong, they can get everything done. They're the sort of person that wakes up in the morning, gets the kids up, gets them fed, does the workout, takes them to school, goes here, goes to work, does a full day, comes back, picks the kids up, takes them to sport, does the cooking, does the cleaning, does the gardening. They're that kind of person. They're just so good at just handling everything, and they're a really great friend, they're a great partner, they're someone that you can really rely on. So I feel like potentially you could be taking on a lot of these kind of elements and characteristics in the month of December. You might be a little bit busy here and run off your feet, and I feel like, you've got the Judgment card, which I'll get into, but you've also got the Nine of Wands, which is kind of that oh, is this ever going to end kind of energy. So I feel like for a lot of you, you could be quite busy. But as I mentioned, you do have the Judgment card here. Now, the Judgment card is a bit of a wake-up call for some of you. I mean, this can actually talk about you, people judging you or having judgment over your actions or behaviours. And because you've got a few people here, this could potentially mean that for some of you. But that Judgment card, like I said, is a wake-up call. You are really seeing things clearly for the first time, or you're coming around to something that perhaps you hadn't considered or hadn't thought about, and now it's almost like, yep, it's time to, there's a rebirth here almost in this card. And I feel like potentially some of you could have been going through this for a while, and it may have something to do with your career, your business, your finances, and it could be it could have been quite burdensome, because as I said, that Nine of Wands, that is you feeling like, oh, I can't do this anymore. How many times do I have to get, thrown against the rocks in my sailing ship? How many times do I have to pick myself up and keep going? But the one thing about that Nine of Wands is, do not give up is the message. You are almost there. And I can see, Libra, that you will get there, because you have the World card, or the flowering of Logos. I don't know what that is, but it is the World card. This is you successfully completing, and there's no sadness here either in the World card. Sometimes we have endings and there is an element of sadness about it, but you are like standing on top of the world going, hooray, I did it. It's that kind of energy, and I feel like you're overcoming whatever it is that you've been struggling with in December, or certainly over the next 4 to 6 weeks. So that's really, really lovely. But this is a card of success and a card of completion, and being able to walk through that portal. It's almost like the World card, because it's a major arcana, this isn't just finishing a little project. This is like the end of an era almost, and there is something that is really shifting and changing. But as I said, there's joy here and success. It's lovely, lovely energy. Now it's interesting, Virgo got the Three of Wands as well. And the Three of Wands, I feel like for a lot of you, if you've been putting a lot of energy and effort into your career or a business or work that you've been doing, or even potentially your home, even yourself, because this card is kind of flanked by the King and the Queen of Pentacles, this power couple here of energy. But if you've been working on something, the Three of Wands says your ships are coming in now. You have put in the work, you've done what you've had to do, and now you can see they're on the horizon. They're almost there. So you can move on. You don't have to wait on the cliff and stare out at the sea, watching your ships coming in. You can actually now move on to the next big project. So this is really lovely energy. And the King of Pentacles here, this is such a lovely card of abundance. And to have the King and the Queen, as I said, this is a power couple. Now this can be talking about you in relationship with another person. It can either talk about, even though you aren't an earth sign, this can that doesn't matter. It just can represent you being potentially even a great business partner, or working together with someone. It can be even a friendship. This is kind of what I was saying with Virgo. So you could potentially even be in a great relationship with a Virgo here. But the King of Pentacles is someone that is really a great business person. They are a great leader. They are generous. They are abundant, and they're really someone who has their finger on the pulse in terms of their finances, their career. So I definitely feel like that is a focus for a lot of you Libras over the next 4 to 6 weeks as well. Now the Sword Maiden, this can, and you've got, these are pages. In a traditional deck, this would be the Page of Swords and this would be the Page of Wands. And pages are messages or messengers. So these are either people that are going to be coming in and giving you some really good news, or you're just going to be getting emails or text messages that it is news coming in for you. And the Page of Swords is kind of more like legal documents, bills, things of an official nature. And, you know, it could be that you're getting a new contract here, work contract or something like that, just because it's near the King of Pentacles, this business orientated kind of card. So you could either be getting a promotion and signing a new contract here, but the Page of Wands, that is great news, really exciting, fun news. Now you might even be deciding to go back to school and learn some new things, because the Page of Swords is quite an inquisitive kind of energy as well, and the Page of Wands is that wanting to learn, wanting to study, very studious, very adventurous, and in a way very inquisitive as well. Both are very intellectual types of people here, so you could be getting involved in something quite intellectual, quite creative, something that really sparks your passion here as well. Just because of that significant ending, it can bring about new beginnings here. But let's get some clarifying cards out. Now, this is the Mystical Tarot. I use this all the time. I absolutely love the imagery on this deck. Wow. Yeah, these could be your kids, because you've got the Six of Cups here. So the Six of Cups, this can talk about your children. This is a card that is quite beautiful. A lot of emotion in this card, and it's a lot of nostalgia as well. And I mean, look, when we come towards Christmas and towards the end of the year, we often do look back at the year, and sometimes even further in quite a nostalgic way. So this is quite lovely, beautiful energy, but it just could be that your kids are a focus for you over the next 4 to 6 weeks. Now, you do have potentially have someone that could be coming into your life that was a friend from the past as well. You might be meeting up with some friends from the past. As I said, you've got a lot of people here, and sometimes this can talk about a friend from the past coming in and something a bit more emotionally connected develops. So that's really interesting. Now you've got the Two of Swords that came out in that lot, and you've also got you had the Four of Wands. So there could be a little bit of some conflict about your home life or within a relationship as well. You may be thinking back over the past, as I said, just because of that nostalgia card, about a marriage or a wedding or something. But there could really be a choice here that you're needing to make regarding your home or your relationship, a wedding. I mean, there could be a wedding here. This is the marriage card, but there could also be a little bit of conflict that is going on. The Two of Swords can talk about a stalemate situation where you could potentially be butting heads with somebody. But can you believe this? In that lot that fell out as well, you got the Nine of Wands and the Judgment card again. Now, this has been happening a fair bit, but you know, we have 78 cards in each deck. And for the same cards to come out, you can see I shuffled them. And although you didn't see it, I do shuffle the first 8 as well. I just try to save on time. So this is repeating that message again. You are almost over this hurdle. And I feel like if there has been some conflict at home or in your relationship, this is coming to an end. And there could be, like I said, a bit of a wake-up call, and you might be seeing things clearly. You might be there's a reawakening here of an issue that really allows you to resolve, I feel, and get over any kind of this stalemate situation, or not being able to see clearly as well. Because the Two of Swords, you see the figure here that is blindfolded, and rather than put the swords down and take the blindfold off so they can see, they're hanging onto the swords. So they want to, it's almost like they don't want to see. But sorry, I'm just bending over. If you hear the sound go, I'm bending over to pick up some cards that dropped. And the cards that dropped, I'm sorry, these came out in that lot as well. And I had them on the edge of the table. So I'm going to pull that. It's like these need to come out. So there could be a significant Capricorn here. You've got the Knight of Pentacles, or Capricorn, again, Virgo or Taurus. But I feel like there is real progress here. And another thing that's telling me there's real progress here is you've got the Nine of Wands twice, but now you received the Ten of Wands. Whenever you have consecutive numbers in the same suit, like the 9 and the 10, things are progressing. There is movement forward. There's no more stagnant kind of energy here. And I really feel like this Two of Swords, if there has been any sort of conflict with anyone, and this can even be internal conflict within yourself, it's over. You've carried that burden. You've carried that heavy load for a long time. And now it's almost like you're getting that wake-up call, as if to say, I'm not doing it anymore. I've reached my destination. I've had enough. I've done it. I'm here. I've arrived. I've arrived with my load. I can put it down. I can sell my wares at the market. You can see the village in the distance there. And the Ten of Wands is actually a card of victory, because although it has been a hard slog and you've been really, you've been working hard at carrying this load and making sure that you don't drop it everywhere, you've actually done it. You've arrived, so you can relax and release. I love that for you. Now let's get your final card out from the Now I Understand Oracle deck from by Janine and Lauren McLean. I only ever try to get one card out, but sometimes a few jump out, like this time, and I will take them. I will take them. So, okay, wow. Take action. Put your plans into action. Take a step forward and make it happen. You've got travel. Whoa, yay. Pack your bags. It's time to move or take a trip. And thinking. Stop for a moment before proceeding. Mull over the situation and things will become clearer. And you know what? Virgo got that one as well. So if you're born on the cusp of Virgo, maybe check that out, because there could be some overlapping energies there, but really, really interesting. I feel like this is kind of that go-getting kind of energy. And whenever you get that 9 and the 10, 10s are significant endings. And when you get that, the World card, which is like a big daddy kind of ending, now it's time to put some new plans into action. You can move forward. But if you're traveling, have a wonderful trip. I mean, it could be that you're going to see friends or family over the Christmas break, so that will be lovely as well. So we'll leave it there, Libra. I hope that resonated with you. Don't forget, if you would like a mini reading, please, just as I said, click the donate button. You can choose the amount. I don't care how much it is. It's just as if you're paying for it. At least I know you're going to come back and watch it, and I won't be wasting my energy on, doing readings for nothing. So have a great month. Have a Merry Christmas, and I hope to see you in the new year. Bye.